Hello everyone, welcome to your energetic reset. This is Judy Anderson. Now let's join our hearts and minds together from all around the world and breathe into your heart space, that beautiful space of love and light. Breathing in and out. And as you do this, you become very, very relaxed. Breathing in and out. Breathe into your heart area. That center of connection, that center where there's a spark of the divine, pure white light energy that is infinite love, abundance, total well-being. Breathing in and out of your heart area, the center of peace and love, the love that passes all understanding. And yes, we'll invite our angels in now. They want to come in and be with you today. So we invite our angels, those beautiful beings of love and light, those beings that are in alignment with the divine, that are of the pure light. Invite them in and feel their presence. Feel their energetic presence raising you up, raising your vibration. Feel that love. Feel that beautiful energy lifting you up, up, up. They're here to remind you that the love that you perhaps seek is already within you. You are a being of love and light. Just acknowledge it and feel that love within you. Love, love, love. The pure light energy of the divine, embodied on every level of your being, on all timelines, and within every single one of your trillions of cells. Breathe into your heart. Allow it to be loved by you. This heart continues life with every heartbeat. This heart brain that is a center of infinite knowledge and wisdom and understanding. Let this energetic feeling and light fill your entire physical body, from the top of your head all the way down to the soles of your feet. Feel that love. This is the love that the world craves. This is the love and peace that everyone craves, that you and the world longs for and deserves. Breathe into your heart space. And now from your heart space, encircle your physical body with this pure light of love, like a wonderful, loving cocoon going around your physical body, cleansing your auric field, feel yourself loved like a big hug from the divine. And now, from your heart space, project this beautiful white light energy out to the world. See in the distance planet Earth. And project this energy, this pure white light energy of unlimited, infinite love to go around the world. Around the world. And where there is anxiety, chaos, fear, hopelessness, and grief, allow this light energy of the divine to dissolve, to transmute these unbeneficial energies into love, uplifting all beings for their highest good. Spread this beautiful pure white light around the world, blessing all the people, all the animals who walk on the earth, fly in the sky, swim in the water, blessing the earth, the mineral and plant kingdom. This light energy to uplift and transform, all for their highest good. And now bring this beautiful light energy back into your heart space. And knowing that you are love. You are love. And I love you. And so it is. Now we go with your fingers and toes. Rub your hands together. And when you're ready, open your eyes. I love you. Hello, and welcome everyone to Jazz Up Your Life with Judy. This is your host, Judy Anderson. Thank you so very much for joining us today It's always so exciting to see some familiar names here and some new ones. So glad to have you here today with us. We have a very special guest today. She's been on our show several times now, and I always get so many good reports about working with her from all my beautiful listeners. So our guest today is Dawn Crystal. She's an internationally recognized voice sound energy healer, medical intuitive and respected intuitive life coach, soul reader, medium, pain release expert, and best-selling author of 3 books, Pain-Free, Made Crystal Clear, Fear-Free, Made Crystal Clear, and Happiness Made Crystal Clear. And she's known as a leading transformational expert incorporating ancient wisdom for modern-day success. She's passionate about helping people clear emotional and physical blockages so they can manifest from their higher selves and step into their full potential and lead their lives and businesses in ways that really align effectively with their soul's purposes. She helps clients to release themselves quickly from pain, emotional and physical, and she's an active mentor for entrepreneurs, CEOs, and celebrities, helping everyone. She is the go-to person to get rid of pain in minutes, and she lives in Maui with her puppy Hoku. So and you probably saw on the email that we sent out that she had been interviewed by Jack Canfield, who is a very well-known and renowned expert in the human development field, and he had some pain and issues in his back and neck. And after she worked with him, he said he was a skeptic, but he was really impressed because his neck, he can move his head now. His neck didn't have that pain. So she convinced him. So that's great. And today, Dawn's topic is total body upgrade, body, mind, and spirit renewal. Great topic for this time on our planet Earth. So everyone send a lot of love and a big aloha to our wonderful guest, Dawn Crystal in Hawaii. Hello, Dawn. Aloha.
What a welcome there. Aloha. Hi, everybody. This is Dawn Crystal, and Judy, I just love you and being with everybody here and with your soul family. I just want to say thank you to everybody who is spending their time or taking their time out to be on the show today, because I know we're busy. So I want to just say a big loud gratefulness to everybody. Thank you for being here, and thanks, Judy, for inviting me back. And I'm so excited about today's call.
Yes, it's very appropriate for these times because everything needs to be upgraded because everything's shifting so fast, the energy and everything. And Dawn, your story about your life is so fascinating. Have you come up with a short version? I want you to share some of your life story with it because if people don't know you, it's a fascinating story, really. And from where you were some years ago to where you are now is so incredibly different, really.
Well, that was I think that the shortest version is the Jack Canfield interview you saw, which is, on YouTube, so anybody can see that on YouTube. But I just want to mention with the Jack Canfield thing, too, he's not somebody who would endorse anybody unless he really thought you were good, because he's, very skeptical, even though he's very spiritual. So I was very honored that I could get him on his neck pain in a few minutes before my interview. I didn't even know I was going to do it. So it's just amazing how, things happen. But he definitely endorses my work, and that certainly means the world to me. So thank you for that, Judy, mentioning that. And everybody here, I will just kind of give you a brief background, because I think one of my first books or second books are about my life. But I'm on my 4th book now writing right now, Judy. But anyway, everybody, I'm writing a series right now. That's why everything's crystal clear. If you notice, you said happiness made crystal clear, pain-free made crystal clear. It's a series that I'm writing. So I'm on my 4th book now. So anyway, just to let everybody know a little bit about me, Judy, in case there is some new people here, I will make it short, though. Hi, everybody. My name is Dawn Crystal, and I'm known worldwide now as a sound energy voice voice sound energy healer, so everything comes through my voice as far as healing. My voice is a carrier, or I call it the frequencies to the divine creator. So I'm not bringing any modalities into my work, everybody. I keep everything very pure. It's straight connection I have to creator, whatever you want to call creator, God or source, whatever that your word is for that. That's your word. And that's what your belief is, and that's totally fine. So I keep everything pure and with a good integrity. So my work is very fast, and that's why I talk fast, I think. But I've been doing my work over 25 years, and, of course, my humble beginnings, I would say before my humble beginnings of me receiving my gift of sound, I was very successful. So I wasn't just, I was actually somebody first. And I think that was my challenge, Judy, is because I had so much to give up and really give up my identity in my life. Everybody, I grew up, just to give you a little bit of a very hard life, like with most of us. Everyone's story is different, but I grew up with a lot of trauma from day one. And when I was born, I was conceived with not even being loved, not wanting, or I would say not even wanting to be wanted. I wasn't loved or wanted. So, and I grew up in a family that was a large family in the Midwest. My mom raised 6 kids on welfare, and my father was never to be around since day one. He was an alcoholic. And just to make a long story short, I grew up in a lot of chaos, everybody, just like, we all have our story. Mine would happen to be a lot of verbal and physical abuse because I had older stepbrothers who were bullying me. I was an outcast pretty much from day one because I call it my energy vibration of who I am now today, which I see who I am today. But back then I didn't know I had any type of healing energy. But I was so different and considered to be, kind of different to everybody else around me as far as a frequency. So I never had friends growing up. I was always by myself. I was made fun of pretty much my whole life, everybody, because I didn't have love. Truthfully, I never really knew what love was. I pretty much sucked my thumb as a small child, everybody, and that was my pacifier to really maybe help myself. And I had really buck teeth back then. Not now. When I was a child, and kids used to make fun of me at school and bully me because I looked so horrible. I mean, my mom could barely put food on the table, let alone try to give me clothes that looked normal, which I was wearing all my sister's hand-me-downs, everybody, which she was like 5 years older than me. So can you imagine wearing clothes that are 5 sizes too big and then going to school wearing shoes that are 5 sizes too big, and the shoes are flopping off my feet, and kids are just making fun of me, bullying me, beating me up after school in the playground. So that was my whole childhood, everybody. There was not, I had to heal many years this trauma into adulthood, and that's how I know how to work with people beyond my sound, is because I had to heal myself first. That's a true healer. When you really go through the depth and the really harsh times, because you really know how to come out of that. So as I got older, I was, I had many normal jobs like everybody else, Judy. I was in law enforcement for a while, and of course, I was married twice. It's just searching for love, I would say, in the wrong places. And I want to mention, too, I didn't know how to find love. I didn't even know what love was. So you can understand why my marriages did not, succeed in any way. And then my second marriage, of course, that was failed from the beginning with an alcoholic that I was attracting. And at that time I was very successful because I did own, I was a really smart person. I actually have this really great business mind. I don't know where it came from. I think it's probably another gift I have, and I know how to start businesses from the ground up. And I was successful in building a beautiful business with my beauty businesses, and of course, tending to an alcoholic that was trying to have a marriage. So, long and behold, I just got, my whole life I've been really depressed, and I can understand that. Nothing working out, no friends, no family loving me, nothing. I mean, it's just basically, I think I put all my energy to my businesses, and that's why I was good. But anyway, got rock bottom at that time of my life. My husband had a motorcycle accident, was hospitalized many months, and I was kind of caring for him, and my businesses started to suffer because I couldn't put my energy into my businesses. So long and behold, my awakening, or if you want to call it awakening, happened where some part of my being said, go to the sun. I was in the magazine store, believe it or not, Judy. Opened up a magazine and saw Go to the Sun. I was like, okay, I don't know where that is, but felt really strong intuition in my heart, and that was my guided system my whole lifetime, because I think I could have been not here today talking to you if I didn't have this heart connection to my soul that was guiding me from day one, because many times I should have lost my life growing up in different situations and accidents. So I was guided to just give everything I owned away, which was my lots of money, brand new house, cars, I was just give up everything, leave everybody. That's what I felt, and that's what I was really down and out to do. So I left everybody, anything in my life. including my family, and I really lost my identity and really came to going to the sun. I took 2 bags of clothes and a very little bit of money and lived out of a rent-a-car in one of the Hawaiian Islands I was guided to, and I could tell you that was one of the biggest changes in my life, even though I was in a state of surrender and thinking I was absolutely crazy. At the same time, listening to this part of my being do this, because nobody does that. So I did, and I stayed here, and I got here and realized how expensive it was. I did get a rent-a-wreck, which is a 10-year-old rent-a-car, everybody. I lived out of that car for 6 months, and still thought I was crazy because I was still not on the spiritual understanding of who I am. And my sounds used to come to me, everybody, when I was trying to get myself off the street, trying to just save gas money because I had to pay for gas in my car, so I used to go to the beach. And at that time, I used to just sit there trying to ground myself because I just thought I was absolutely crazy leaving my whole life. But sounds used to come through me, and these sounds started randomly, and they got louder and louder as time went on. Within this period of time when I was really out of my ego, surrendered, crushed down like an ant, if you want to call it. If I had an ego, it was gone. And these people around me would just kind of hear me around the beach. And this is over 25 years ago, so people were not open to any spiritual anything back then. It was weird, okay? But I did have people who just hear it. It was a very, people call it angelic sounds, whatever they were. I call them from source. They were just coming through me, and people were just kind of sitting in awe of the sounds. And, of course, at that time, I didn't know what they were doing, but they were healing people. They were healing people's pain, anxiety, whatever it was, and people just would find me anywhere I'd go. There's just any beach I'd randomly sit down at for the day just to save money and gas. And then this is where I took off. So I want everybody to know I'm not there now, but I just want to let you know I didn't. When you're really, I think, a true healer, in some ways, you really it kind of is something, it's a part of you. This is what I'm born here to do. And that's what I really feel. I didn't pick to be a healer. It's actually been a part of me, I believe, for many lifetimes. And it just came in this fruition in this lifetime at that moment. So from there, I grew, and of course, I'm not there now. I'm actually world known, and I've known how to use these sounds that come through my voice, everybody, now to heal people. But I also know what sounds to use, what tones to use underneath. The sounds are actually frequencies, or I would call my voice is a carrier, everybody, to the sounds that come through Source Creator. And they can sound the same, but there's always a frequency underneath my sounds from my voice. And I know how to use each sound for each individual person and also groups. And the frequencies just know where to go with everybody because we're created for one light. And that's the beautiful part about really going to the main source, which is creator, source, creator, whatever you want to call it, God. And I just do it really miraculously, my work quickly. And it doesn't, most people think healing needs to take months and all these hours. And I'm not saying that I don't have clients that I've worked with for years on different issues. I mean, I do. But my work is pretty fast, and you can make rapid shifts in moments, okay? So I'm really bringing to our Earth a new type of dimension. It's actually beyond all time, space, dimensions, and realities, the Earth and beyond, the frequencies, because I'm working beyond the quantum field, because everyone talks about quantum right now. Well, I'm talking about beyond quantum, okay? There's actually beyond quantum, and that's the realm I've been working with and continually work with beyond that, because there's no time, space, like I said, dimensions or realities involved. And that's why I can make miraculous shifts. People listen to my MP3s, Judy, as we'll be talking about later, and they don't even have to really work with me to have shifts. And I'm not saying that my work isn't potent to work with me, but I'm just letting you know you don't have to. And that's what I do. So, I just want everybody to know that we all have a story. It might happen to be, pretty humbling in the beginning, but it's actually brought me into the light that I am today. And, I certainly would not repeat what I've done. I hope not to repeat in my life ever again, because I've already learned the lesson or the wisdom in it. But I don't think, Judy, if I didn't go through all my life, I would be what I'm doing today anyway, you know what I mean, which is really working with people all over the world doing sound. If I didn't go through my humbling beginning, I might have been something else,
Well, you probably would have stayed in business and been successful.
Well, exactly.
But
this is my
you would
passion.
have, had that nice life, and
yeah.
Maybe you'd be on your fifth age.
Well, I just want people to know I love what I do, so don't get me wrong. But, hey, things in life happen. I don't think I would have really merged with the light, and that's what I did. That's why the light is part of me, because I really was not forced, but just didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't have a mentor growing up. I didn't have someone I could talk to. I didn't have anybody. You know what I mean? So my heart, my soul is what guided me. Yeah. And I see it. but it's like, I don't know if I had a cush life and I had loving parents, I don't think I'd be here doing this, you know?
You know, that's interesting because sometimes we need that adversity in our lives
Absolutely.
to move forward. Yes, it's like I was talking to a lady from Asia, and we were talking about, you know, Vietnamese had come to this country with absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And some of them are multimillionaires now. And it's like some of us who grew up and had a nice life, we're not the multimillionaires that the Vietnamese are.
You know what?
So
it's the same thing. It drives you. It's like, even with me, it was either die or, you know, or actually pick myself out of these really low times. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean,
exactly.
I could have died many times. I mean, there was times in my life where I don't even know why I'm even here today. You know, certain situations, synchronicities happen. I mean, I was abused too physically, and there was times where I didn't even know if I was going to live. So what I'm trying to say is I did go through these harsh times, but there's always, even in my life, going through all these hard times that I've been through, there's always a light that's on the other side of it. There's always a good happening at that moment, and it's simultaneously happening when something horrible is happening. And of course, I didn't see that. You know, I was just surviving. But that's when I get the sound change, because it wasn't like something I learned from a class or anything, and I didn't even know what the sounds were here about. Really, I just thought the sounds were here to heal me, which they were. And now, of course, after all these years, I can see it's a gift from the Creator, but I surely earned it.
Yeah, really.
Okay. I mean, I'm being truthful. I really feel I earned it. But now I'm helping everybody, so it's wonderful. And people who feel you know, they just know my frequency's right. You know, you can kind of feel even my sounds today if I work with people, or, you know, and we can even do a group process in a little bit, and everybody can kind of feel that, you know.
Right. Yes. Definitely want to do that. Definitely want to do that. Yes. And you know, a message in your message is that no matter what you're going through right now, you know, everyone is, you know, how bad it seems, you have it within you to overcome it, and it may just be a step to going on to your greatest life ever.
Yes. It could be, you know, just, you know, it's like you know, we're talking about total body upgrade, and I'm so glad of bringing this today, because you're right about that, Judy, and this is part of what we're talking about, the shift. And there's so much shifting happening here, and I mean, even my clients, people are just changing careers, changing whole different things happening here with everybody, just kind of being rearranged, and it kind of seems chaotic to some people right now, and it actually, a lot of times things do have to kind of leave our lives in order for us to get up to a higher consciousness and vibration, and that's what we're talking about today. But what I like to do, because I've been through it, I've been through these shifts many times, and that's how I raise my consciousness, and they're not always comfortable in the physical body, Judy, to go through these shifts, okay? And that means our bodies, you know, need to kind of get rid of old baggage, and that's what we'll be talking about a little bit more, of clearing out the DNA and all that of the body, going through shifts that, you know, hey, we need to get rid of this, you know, belief system, or, you know, whatever this is. Your higher self knows, because these frequencies actually that are in my program today we're talking about are actually from Creator. So it's like your soul inside you knows how to use the frequencies to start unearthing some of this old low vibration that's probably keeping you stuck, or you're feeling like your life isn't moving forward fast enough, or not in the direction you want to, and kind of free you up a little bit more, everybody, so you can start living the life that you really want to live and enjoying the journey more. Because I'm not saying that every moment's going to be comfortable, but I'm all about making the journey easier, Judy, okay? Clearing out the old gunk or the heavy stuff that's maybe inside of us unconsciously, maybe stuff that we've even inherited from our family line that we've just kind of taken on, because that's what we do when we come into this incarnation of our physical form. We kind of live with the family stuff too, and we kind of heal the family on the journey with us, even though they might not even know it, okay? So that's just part of it. So, yeah, I'm really excited, because I think it's a perfect time in our, and just where we're at on Earth, to upgrade ourselves. So, and upgrade ourselves and start feeling better, okay? And actually, let's get excited about changes, you know what I mean? Not say, oh, God, you know, I'm going through something, a shift, and I'm feeling horrible. But, you know, be more loving and, of course, you know, compassionate, and say, hey, this is a great thing happening here, and things are leaving, and I can't wait to see what's right around the corner, okay?
Right.
So I think that's awesome. Yes.
A lot of people now are having these symptoms of dizziness, feeling off balance, you know, other things with all these different energies coming in. Some people, I know some people who just not getting things done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you're walking in mud. You can't get ahead. And just different. And one person said itching. Just
what'd you
lots
say?
of things. I said itching, like scratching.
Yeah, definitely.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's actually really good. Yeah. And I'm glad you addressed that. That is true, and it happens sometimes with people when a lot of stuff comes up for clearing, and if it doesn't have a way out. This program actually has a module, one of the bonuses about, it's not the most best-sounding module, which I think it's to keep the energy moving. I think it's one of the modules bonuses, right, Judy? We'll be talking about a little bit. Because it's true, our energy that comes up sometimes for clearing needs a way out. You know what I mean? That's why my voice is really good on the modules. We'll be talking about a little bit because my voice can boost things, keep energy moving forward because that's part of it. You need to bring things up to clear, but you need to kind of keep the energy moving, okay? And a lot of times if it doesn't keep moving, Judy, it can kind of feel like it's itching in your skin. You know what I mean? I know that because I have that too, and I just know how to move it. But now I've helped other people move their energy too, so that's part of making it easier. So like I said, we're all going to go through the shifts no matter what. I don't care, especially in your community, Judy. Everybody's open. We're all in the spiritual fast track, if you want to call it. I know when I was going through a lot of it in the beginning, I didn't have all this, I didn't have an MP3 I could listen to say, this is going to help me. So, of course, over the years and the guidance I have from my higher self to put out programs and things to help other people, my whole mission is to make it easier, okay? It's for everybody. And, of course, go through it. Might have a moment, sometimes where you feel like you said, Judy, grog, kind of, I even find people who are forgetful, okay? I've been through those periods, too. I don't know if you do. I mean, I've had to walk back in my house several times in the past of like, oh, wow, I forgot this again. I forgot this and go, on my way out. And a lot of people are getting that forgetfulness, and it's not like anything wrong. It's just called brain fog or something. But that's part of alleviating some of that, making it easier so you don't have so much of that. And then, of course, like you said, did you say walking in a haze or something? Or
walking in mud or something, like you're climbing a volcano and the ash is bringing you back down.
Yeah, it's just kind of
can't accomplish things.
Well, that's another thing. Procrastination. Oh gosh, now people feel that. And I've been through many periods of that too, where I feel like, gosh, I have this one little task I have to do, and I just can't get it done. So this will help you this is all about moving forward, and it's we're talking about it's definitely helping us move forward. We'll be talking about that in the program later because there's a module on that. And again, we're all going through this, okay? So there's nobody going to skip this step unless you're choosing not to grow. Because I look at our life as expansion, everybody. And sorry, everybody, if I have a little cold. But expansion, meaning if we're not growing, what are we doing? We're not really growing at all. We're dying almost. And so I want everybody to know, I don't know anybody who doesn't want to expand. You know what I mean? And expansion, again, means bringing up stuff that might be within ourselves that are holding us back. It could be whatever it is, from past lifetimes up to this present moment where we're at. But it's old stuff that's just ready to leave you or fall off you. And it's just exciting time for us. It's just everything's accelerated. It's just amazing how everything's just accelerating. Technology, everything.
Oh.
So our bodies are in the same path, okay? Keep up with all this,
Yes. Keep up. It has to keep up all of ourselves.
And another thing too is, a lot of that high frequency electronics, all this Wi-Fi and all this stuff out here too. Our bodies have to deal with a lot of distraction and a lot of distortion going on just with all that. From years ago, they didn't have all this, electronic Wi-Fi and stuff. You know what I mean? That still affects our bodies. You know what I mean? So we need to upgrade ourselves so we can actually flow, so we don't feel the energy of that on some level. Because a lot of people are very sensitive to that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Just electronics and, just radio waves, any kind of Wi-Fi. I mean, you don't realize what that does on your body. Your bodies have to kind of adjust to that, And I know I have it in my house. I have, I had to, do what I need to do because I'm sensitive too, you know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Me too.
Yeah, we live in a modern age, and I have computers and stuff in here, and I used to live very simple, but now I've kind of had to get more techy being a healer. But I'm also aware of the Wi-Fi and stuff that's around me. So, I have to be aware of that. So that's why I bring that in my modules to help people, because a lot of people might feel stuff, and a lot of people are empaths out there, Judy.
Oh, they are.
Just people who are sensitive, and more people are getting sensitive to the world, and we just need to kind of know how to I don't like to use the word protection, but in some ways I'd like to kind of say maybe bringing in more of our light of ourselves into our bodies, which is really our life force, everybody, our personal power. And that's what I teach you in my modules, to kind of anchor that into your being. So this way you're not so, I call it hollow, meaning you're not so open to receive all that other stuff in you, because you're filled up from the inside out of your own light in your body, which is very important. A lot of people don't understand it, but they're starting to. And I've been doing this work for many years, just grounding it in people's life force energy. And we could do a group process, a little bit of that today. Really the planet
why
Earth.
don't we do that now?
Yeah, I think it would be good, because then anybody on the replay who's not here can always come back and just know the energy frequencies are still active, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good?
Definitely.
Okay. So this one will be a very simple process, everybody. And again, if you're operating any machinery or driving a car, I highly recommend to either pull over on the side of the road, because we don't want to get in an altered state, just in case it does happen. Or you can actually skip this process and come back later and listen to the replay. How does that sound, Judy?
Perfect. Thank you.
We want everybody to be responsible but safe, okay? That's what my whole motto. Okay. And my dog is smiling here. It's adorable. Do you have your dog there, Simba?
Oh, yeah, Simba, I have this big, office.
I didn't mean to go off the subject, but my dog just started smiling. He's like my mascot.
But
he loves when I do healing. Yeah.
It sits behind me.
Oh, really?
Sit on the edge of the chair, and he's behind me.
I love it. Well, they know what's going on. I mean, my dog is totally
they
my
know
healing
more
work.
than we do.
Oh, I know. But it's funny. Everyone knows when my dog smiles, and my dog loves when I do healing work, and he'll just put a big smile on his face. So it's hilarious. And then he goes back to being normal afterwards. He says, "Oh, she's done." I just love the animals. I'm sorry. I knew you'd understand, Judy. Otherwise, I wouldn't bring it up. But it's just cute. Okay, so we're going to do a group process. Yeah, the animals are just they know more than we do. And in some ways, they're just here looking at us sometimes thinking, please don't do that.
Or please get it finally.
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you this, but I can't communicate. I'm trying to communicate. Yeah, I love it. So anybody who's a pet lover, you can understand what we're saying. We just love our critters. Okay, so let's go into, I'd like to start the group process, and I'm going to just kind of do a grounding of our life force energy, everybody. And again, you might feel it or may not. It just depends on how open you are, and what state of receptivity are you in, right now. And I'd like to say, how your body can receive frequencies from Divine Creator, because we are all divinely unique, and the sounds can be kind of strong, so it's how your body and your energy systems can handle it or receive it. So some people will receive these frequencies later today, and they will just feel it, like at the end of the day. Like I've had people, oh God, I feel this big swish of peace just came over me, and I feel great. So again, there's no right or wrong here. The best thing with any of the work I do is just to be open to a state of gratitude, and just know whatever my highest good, this is a gift from the universe coming through Dawn Crystal. To help me, whatever it is, whatever I'm needing right now for my highest good. So how does that sound, Judy?
Wonderful.
Okay,
Wonderful.
Cool. Okay, great. Okay, so let's go ahead, everybody, and we're going to start with just putting our attention at the top of our head, which is the crown chakra. I want everybody to imagine, because we're going to do a little energy clearing here too for everybody. I want everybody to imagine right now, before we do any grounding of life force, I want everybody to imagine everything's going into that beautiful divine light. Okay, God's light, source, whatever you believe. For divinity, just imagine everything that's not your highest good is going to go into that light. That's not your highest good. Okay, so we're going to do the crown. We're going to go through some chakras, and then I'll kind of be making sound at different areas of our chakras, and then everything will be going into the light. So you can breathe a little bit deeper and imagining it all going up, being transmuted into pure divine unconditional love. And then once we get all the chakra areas, I'll have everybody imagine the energy going the opposite way, which will be going through your body of your divine light or your personal power, grounding into your physical body and centering into the beautiful, loving Mother Earth, okay? So we're going to first do this up, so everybody knows everything's going up in the light. So let's begin with the first chakra activation, which is the crown chakra. So this is all good, too, for you, everybody. Since we're talking about total body upgrade, you may feel something happening after these activations, because this is like a free activation you're going to receive, which is good because it'll make my program easier if you do decide to receive it easier because you'll be already upgraded. So I just want you to know, if you don't listen to this, it's still going to work, but we're just going to kind of do a little extra bonus for everybody being here and on the replay. So you ready, everybody? Let's put your attention at the top of your head. Imagine everything going up after I make these sounds. Let's begin the crown chakra activation right now. I'm going to make, Judy, I don't want to startle anybody, but I'm feeling like a lot of people are holding a lot of heavy energy in the crown chakra. So my sounds go a little bit up and down. So I'm going to make a high-pitched sound right now, just kind of clearing out some heavy, dense energy. So if you hear this loud sound, do not get startled. It's actually a reason why I'm doing that. Okay, so let me do that now. Just let it go in the light. There it goes. Just had to do that extra little high note. Okay. Regardless of what you're feeling, just take a deep breath because we're going to take deep breaths in between each activation. So that's the crown chakra activation. Started as clearing. Okay, so we're going to go to the third eye, which is right in the middle of your forehead. So all you need to do is put your attention there, and I'll be activating your third eye and clearing it. Okay, so whatever needs to go is going to go into the light above your head, everybody. So let's begin that right now, the third eye activation, right in the middle of your forehead. Let's begin right now. Okay, that's activated. Let's take a deep breath on the third eye activation, just letting the energy move and leave. Good. Okay, so let's go down to our throat chakra, which is the middle of your throat. I like to clear this for people, especially some of us who don't speak our truth at times. You know, sometimes we like to hold back words because we just feel we're going to hurt somebody, or we're just not being 100% true to what we really feel. So I like to keep the throat chakra open, and so we can express in a loving way, of course, and express our truth. So let's go ahead and put our attention into the throat chakra, and let's do the throat chakra activation right now. Okay, beautiful. That energy is now leaving and releasing. Let's take a deep breath. Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to, since the energy of source is really powerful, we don't need to reach every chakra. We can actually do multiples of chakras. And I will be, just want everybody to put your attention into, well, first we're going to do your heart. Let's do the heart chakra. That's important. Then we'll go into the solar plexus. So think of somebody that you love in your life, a dog, your spouse, your kids. You know, if I said dog. Anybody you love, put them in your heart, cat, whatever it is. And anybody you love unconditionally. And we're going to do a little heart activation, opening up the heart to receive this high frequency of what you're ready for today. Okay? So let's do that now. We'll just do a little heart activation. See if you feel this. This is really a powerful activation. So let's begin the heart activation right now. Let's take a deep breath. It's the heart activation. Okay, now we're going to go down to the solar plexus, and we do have minor chakras. I don't really get into that right now, but we'll be reaching a lot of our major and minor chakras, and there's 3 of them main chakras in your stomach area. So we're just going to kind of put the light there, and just still imagine everything going from the stomach area up into the light above your head, just in case you have any stored trauma, because we're going to be unearthing some energy from you right now that might be ready to be released, okay? The beautiful part is this is like a bonus session for the universe giving this to you as a gift. So just please stay in a high state of gratitude knowing that you're receiving this activation or frequency through me on this group call, and it could be changing your life and not even know it. So, okay, so we're going to stay in a high state of gratitude to the divine universe, or God, whatever you believe, source, for helping you just kind of being here on the call. So let's go ahead and begin. The stomach in your solar plexus area. We're going to be, I'll be making some different sounds here. So just know that all energy is still going into the light. And please, everybody who is participating, please breathe a little bit deeper, okay? So this is old stuff that might be coming up for you. And please know after this call, if you do feel things are coming up, please drink some extra water because your body might be detoxifying after this call. And it's perfectly normal. So just love yourself and allow these energies to leave. It's like old energy will be just kind of leaving you. You just let it go. Don't even get caught into the emotion of it, because that's what happens. Okay? So let's begin right now, the stomach activation, solar plexus. So we're going to get things moving there. So let's do that right now. Beautiful. Let's take a deep belly breath, everybody, on that one. I like those deep belly breaths. Whew. Okay. Now this is the fun part. We're going to ground in your light of your personal power into your body. So don't judge how you're supposed to feel with this. Just allow, because this might be new for you. This might be your body getting used to the light of your high frequency of who you are. And it takes time for your body to get used to it. It's high vibration, okay? It's who we are, really. So just allow. And it's just whatever you feel, that's perfectly fine, okay? So let's go ahead and imagine this beautiful divine light coming in from your crown chakra right now, everybody. Filling your full body up, your head with white light of who you are, down your neck and throat, down your chest, all the way coming in from the inside out of you, filling up every level of your being, including your cells, all parts of you, all the way down, trickling down through your legs, down your calves, down your feet. And it's going to be like a streaming white cord grounding you to this loving center of Mother Earth. And why we do this is because a lot of people don't even live in their bodies, Judy. They're mostly living above their heads somewhere. And I'm not saying that we're not, some of us, and of course we're alive, but I mean, talk about really our personal power. It's not always in our body. So, and again, we have all different human experiences that could actually account to that. There could be some people that are in fear or a moment of being in anger. And those are not high vibrations, even though we have them. That's totally normal. But our bodies, our higher self, or you want to call it, cannot live in a vibration that's really low, so it kind of leaves. So we're going to bring it into we're going to ground it into your body right now. So imagine it kind of going inside of you, filling you up from the inside out with white light, and you're going to imagine this white light being like a cocoon around you, everybody, and it's going to be like a cocoon clearing your energy and all your levels of you, your aura, all parts of you, and all this stuff that you picked up from the world that's not you. We're just going to imagine it being just kind of taken from you, and this cocoon's clearing you like a gentle rain around you of white light. And it's also going to be grounding this into this beautiful, loving planet of Mother Earth that's going to be transmuting all this energy into a high vibration of love. So let's just imagine that. If you're not good visually, you don't have to be. Just know and trust that that's happening, okay? And we'll try to keep the mind out of it because our minds like to slow things down. And just trust to know that it's happening for your highest good. So let's begin the grounding process to planet Earth of who you truly be, which is your high vibrational state of your personal power, your total light of who you are. So let's go ahead and just imagine that happening to your best of your ability, and let's begin right now. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath, everybody. Take another deep breath. Okay. And again, these energies know where to go with you. You don't need to try to figure them out or do anything special. The more surrendered you are, the more open to receive, and just know whatever you're supposed to feel, whatever is supposed to happen is just ready to happen. It's just like like a magical gift that's just kind of coming to you from the universe. And allow, because once these energies, once I stop making sound, the energies still continue with you. They don't stop. Okay, they're never ending. They're source energy, so they'll keep working on you for several days. So you might be a little bit of detoxification or whatever, and just know, hey, this is the activation I received, and it was a gift from the divine source or God. So I'm just going to allow and love myself and know that, hey, it's like a mini session from the universe, complimentary. So anyway, Judy, I'll leave everybody with that, and that's called Grounding Our Life Force Energy. Of course, I did a little bit more activation because this call is all geared towards helping us move forward into 2019 and beyond in a state that we feel good in our bodies, okay? Also, I'm just kind of helping us live more everyday life, just living in more ease, being more happy in our bodies. Of course, the heart activation I just did opened you up, everybody, to receive more love in your life and more abundance. Because I know a lot of people who I do work with me on one-to-one sessions, I'm all about clearing heart walls and heaviness around your heart. And we all have certain things that happen to us, traumas and things like that. And sometimes our heart is not always open, or we have heart walls that we might have hereditary. This is why we're talking about this program that can start clearing some of that for you. Because a lot of people don't realize why they're not abundant, and a lot has to do where their heart's at. Where's your heart at? What's going on there? And I can tell you, by having your heart open, and that's where we just did some heart activation on that, and open. And again, clearing out the heart walls and the levels there of whatever trauma. That will just help you receive more love in your life, which love comes in all different forms, and it does come also in money. So if you're one of these people who want more money, then you're on the right call as well, even though we're not talking about abundance, but it's all goes hand in hand. So with all that said, Judy, I'm glad that I was able to, I extended the group process a little bit longer today because it's about us receiving, and it's a whole different call than I normally do, so I wanted to kind of activate people more today on the call than I normally do on some of my other shows, okay?
Great, yes. Thank you very much.
It's a different call today for sure.
Yes, so if anyone wants to share your experience of that, do so on the webcast. And if you have a question for her, submit the question on the webcast. And also if you press *2, that will raise your hand. So now, as a person really doesn't need to know what the issue is, there could be some hidden issue that your sound healing goes in and transmutes that without a person having to know what it is, right?
Yeah, and that's the beautiful part about the work that I bring, and that's why I love my sound, because, Judy, I don't have to, I'm not saying that, especially in my sessions, sometimes I am guided by my higher self to speak about what it is, but most people, because we don't know what it is, and we're really, like I said, a lot of people are just holding a lot of heavy baggage within themselves in that right now, and they're not feeling good in their bodies. So, again, the program and what we're talking about today is going to be, of course, I think that if you're ready to release it and you're not, and the beautiful part is I really think that's good you brought that up because this is very important to thing that you're bringing up here, is that when our mind is not so caught into the emotion always, like sometimes we get caught into a symptom, and that's really how it kind of keeps things in place more, you know what I mean? Because we're kind of, the universe kind of gives you what you're putting out, I mean, even if it's not good, right? So if you're dwelling on something that I don't like this, it can, hold things more, you know what I mean? So if you just kind of have things coming up and you're not really caught into the emotion or whatever it is, that's what the beautiful part about the work here is it just kind of leaves, okay? It's like a cloud in the sky. The clouds are there one moment, you see the clouds, but the clouds don't stay in the one place at one time. They just keep moving, and that's what this energy does. It just moves the clouds out. So, you might have a period where you feel a little bit, hey, we all have our days. It's just being in a human body, okay? But, again, I'm all about making it easier. And then you allow the energy to leave, and it just leaves. And it happens in moments. I mean, most of my recordings, Judy, are only 15 minutes long. And I just let people know if you're going to listen to anything I do, please listen to my recordings with headphones or earbuds because it's a frequency beyond words, okay? And, so you're definitely a great question. So, yes, I'll say absolutely yes, Judy. It is. But if you have people here, because we'll be talking about sessions with me, have something that's been lingering for a long time, you're kind of stuck, and you just really feel like you need a little extra boost. I call it like being stuck in the mud like a truck. You need the chains pull the truck out of the mud. And you just feel like you need that extra boost. And we'll be talking about a session with me, and I really like to get people like really accelerating. I like to accelerate people, and my sessions are powerful. So, you can feel that out in your heart too, because we can, pretty much. I like to keep on the topic of acceleration, but as Judy, I have many different gifts to bring, so I could pretty much work on any issues going on in your life. Okay.
Right. So,
yeah.
Tracy from Charlotte has written in a good question or request here. Would Dawn do a financial clearing so we can participate in her offers and other modalities as we are learning and growing? And, so many people think financial,
Oh, yeah, that's why I brought that up with the heart activation.
Okay.
That's why I did the heart activation. Because when I started the call today, this is really beyond our human mind. This is why we're kind of slow and why I work beyond time, space, dimensions, and realities. So because I don't really bring words in, it's more and more people are going to quicken to these high vibrations that are coming to our planet, which are really beyond human reasoning. And the more we can kind of stay out, I call it, I teach that in my modules, to kind of get the mind out of the way. I'm not saying our mind is not necessary. It definitely is. But you know what I'm saying, Judy? Our minds like to rationalize and try to figure everything out. But the problem is it kind of slows things down. So I could do a little bit of abundance clearing. We could do a little abundance wash because we've already done the heart activation, which that's why I did that, because I know that, people like to participate in purchase programs, and of course we need to have the abundancy, right? And we need to have abundancy for other things in our lives, but we want to make it easy, right? Easy. So we, again, a key component here, as I was mentioning, is heart chakra opening, okay? Most people don't realize that we need the heart chakra open. And that's what I just did, a very powerful heart chakra activation. But I could do a little bit more. Is she present?
No, she's past. But she's, and so she says, so we can participate in her offer. So she's really requesting it for the whole group.
Yeah, and my offer, just so you know, is really reasonable today. But let's go ahead and, just so you know, just in value, so let's go ahead and just do a little activation, everybody, okay? And I'm going to make some sound. I just want you to kind of release in your mind. You're good. Everybody, do you want to do this right now, Judy?
Yes, that would be perfect.
Okay, so this will be anybody who wants to participate in this abundance clearing. I just want everybody to think in your mind. This is going to be silent, okay, in your mind. You don't need to speak it out loud. I want you to think about just like everything that's not working for you in your life for the next few minutes of what's really bothering you. This is called a silent clearing, and then I'll be making sound afterwards, unearthing this on people. This is one of my things I do in my work. I want everybody to think about, for the next few moments, and we're going to be silent, about everything you're just not liking about your life, not having enough abundance, how it's making you feel. Okay, so you're going to have a little chatter conversation in your mind on this, because we're going to kind of clear this from your unconscious, okay? Does that sound good, Judy? That's keeping this stuff stuck in place?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, it's a little different. I'll call, but we're going to do that right now. Okay, so for the next moment or so in silence, I'm still with you. I'll be clearing energy on everybody. I want you to think about everything you don't like about not having enough abundance. You notice I said don't like, not like. Okay, so make sure it's what you don't like, because I'm going to be clearing away everything you don't want so we can bring in what you do want, okay? So let's begin the abundance clearing, everybody, for the next few moments of silence, just for a few moments, about everything you don't like about not having enough abundance in your life and how it's making you feel. And let's begin the silent clearing on abundance clearing right now. I hope, Judy, everyone knows we're still on the call. Wish we had some music in the background. So let's just do it for a moment. Okay, so we're going to make this short because you can always come back to this replay. Now I'm going to boost out the energy you just thought about. Hopefully you thought about your most important part of it that was bothering you. So I want to see if everyone can feel this shift, because there's a shift here that happens with this work I do. This is just another form of my work that I do. But I want to see if you could breathe this out and let it go, what you just thought we're thinking about right now. I want you to let it all go with the sound, okay? Breathe and release. And let's do that right now. Let it go. All the stuff that's bothering you about not having abundance, let it go. Okay, everybody, take a deep breath. And what some people might experience, because I do this work all the time with groups of people. Actually, this is one of my main things I do, is do these silent clearings. A lot of people might start feeling like they're not thinking about it. Your mind is not so chattery about how you're feeling about that. And that's actually the energy of Source, or God, that's coming in to start clearing out all this old chatter, this old, and I'm not saying it's not your reality, but our minds on autopilot have a tendency to just keep thinking about it and over and over and over like a computer. And the problem is your physical reality kind of stays stuck. Okay, so this is why we're talking about total body upgrade, total body, mind, and spirit renewal today. This is all part of our program. So I just added that little extra in. So we had the heart activation, and we just did a silent clearing on that. Now, what you could do right now with this next sound, Judy, I'm going to do one more sound. I want everybody to think for the next few moments, because, you know, hey, abundance is important. We need to have that. I want you to think for the next few moments as I make this grounding sound of what you want in your life, okay? So now that we cleared out what you don't want, we got to bring in what you do want, right? So make it realistic, everybody. Don't say the lottery. I'm not saying that you shouldn't win the lottery or whatever, but we want to keep it realistic for your mind, okay, what you receive. So maybe you need to make a certain amount of money per year so that your mind or your soul will start guiding you into different directions and areas to bring in extra income. So whatever it may be, passive income, whatever it is. So just think about for the next few moments, it's going to be a thought or a picture or whatever it may be, because not everybody works the same mentally. So just about how you want your life to be with the abundance, okay? And just think about that right now with this grounding sound, and this is going to be grounding this into your physical bodies. Okay, Judy, you ready? So let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. Think about what you do want now, everybody, because we're going to ground this into your body. So let's begin right now. Okay, so this is a very powerful process. I didn't know we were going to do it today. So everybody who's here on the webcast or the call is actually receiving a lot of just activations, more than I usually do. So I hope you're here, but I also want everybody to know that if you do go back to the replay, that it's still active. You can still go back and work on this stuff because it is important. Even though we did the heart activation, we even did another step further as far as clearing out everything in your life that you don't want, okay? Which is, if you don't have enough abundance, hey, that's definitely, affects your life, right? So it's going to go in these energies. These energies of source. Yeah, these energies of source are going to go in and clear away everything that you don't want. And we just brought in the frequency of what you do want. So very powerful. And I have many testimonials of my work on just working on that. And hey, Judy, it's all good. It's a wonderful call. We're doing a lot of work today, just being here.
Right. And, there are a lot of questions here. And I know in the time allotted, we don't have time to get to everybody, but you have really gotten some powerful things, powerful energy today. So
well, it's good. It's really good to get beyond the mind. Our minds, of course, our minds are all wired to not really understand source energy or, the new energies that are coming to our planet. Because really, I'd like to say I'm on the forefront of this, energetically. And when you're really working beyond time, space, dimensions, and realities, it's beyond the human reasoning. You know what I'm saying? but always know that your highest good is always happening, okay? So sometimes you just don't know what your highest good is. So that's where you have to trust, okay? That's part of the spiritual path we have to trust, a little bit more. And that helps us relax more on the journey. You know what I'm saying, Judy?
Yes, and enjoy it. So,
yeah.
And
try to enjoy it,
Face like a little, what is it, sparrow? Know that it's all going to be okay.
Well, let's put it this way. Judy, you're an animal lover, right? So how do animals live in the wild and really know that they're going to have their next meal to eat and really trust? Animals are amazing how they can trust, and the divine order that actually created them as well as us. They live in trust. They don't know where the next food. They live in the moment, Hey, because most animals just kind of hunt as they're guided or they're food or they're hungry, and they magically survive. Do you know what I'm saying? Even though it's not saying that there's not a lot of animals out there suffering because they're living in human environments that are not natural to their habitat, right? We already know about that. But I'm talking about just animals in the wild in general. They just hunt as they're not have a fridge. They don't have a refrigerator full of food, Well, you know what I'm saying? They don't have like us. We got a freezer, We're gonna be stocked up for a month. They're just living day by day, moment by moment, and that is amazing trust. Okay, that's trust. And I could say they're not in fear. So I'm not saying that they're not, out fear of another species taking them out, but you know what I'm saying? And that's because they're from the divine light that we are. Do you see? So they almost like teach us. You know what I mean? To trust. And so anyways, a lot of the work that I do is really kind of new to our planet. And you're kind of like we're on the forefront or the cusp right here today just talking about it. And then, of course, the frequencies. We'll talk about my program here in a little bit about how it can help people accelerate in this time of change. And
yes.
Really
and I want to go right now. We will come back, and some of you have had your hands up for a long time, and we will come back and get questions, but right now I just wanted to quickly go over, well, not quickly, because I really want people to get what this contains, this particular package. It is at jazzupyourlifewithjudy.com/Dawn, the number 15, and the letter B as in boy. And this is, are you ready for massive and instantaneous beyond the quantum shifts? And there you will see, listen to it later, but there is the wonderful interview with Jack Canfield. We have that right there so that you can listen to it. And her package A, the upgrades, the different upgrades. Now, have you ever thought of having your brain upgraded? That's one of these.
Now, I want to mention, too, you may have your brain upgraded, but you're also, this helps with health as well, okay? So we're not talking about health. If you got some issues going on with the brain, this can help you as well, okay?
Right. Yes, exactly. And the DNA, upgrade the DNA of the body.
Yes.
Upgrade the Akashic records. Why is that important?
Because it's all stored stuff that's, like I said, it's part of our, it's how we're wired. It's just part of us. A lot of stuff just is ready to be released. We've already learned the wisdom, or what I call learn the wisdom, and we've already, absorbed whatever our soul needs to, I call it our higher self needs to take from that. So a lot of times we just need to upgrade our Akashic records to right now. You know, we're living still. I have a lot of people come to me for past lifetime clearings, Judy, okay? And a lot of times they're still living in old energy from the past. Do you know what I'm saying? From past lives. And they're still running the same past lifetime fears in this lifetime, and they don't even know it, okay? So this is going to help kind of upgrade you to 2019 and beyond, okay? So, and I'm not saying that your Akashic records hold your records. That's going to disappear. Of course, you're going to keep the records, but it's not going to affect your life like it's been affecting you. You know what I mean? Because I hate to say it, our reality is not just from this lifetime. We're actually, a lot of us come to this planet, and that's why I really waited, Judy, to come out with this program till now. I've already had this in the works for a long time because there was a timing on bringing this out because people weren't really ready before to be upgraded, but there's more and more people coming to me now that are really wanting a change, okay? People come to me for activations in my sessions, and they're just buying a basic program of mine, and they're really wanting to accelerate to the next level. That's really where my gift comes in, beyond everything. So that's why I picked this time and age to come out right now today, because people are more and more hungry for a change, you know what I mean, and really accelerate to the next level of what they're here to do, which is really your happiness. It's not just accelerating it and it's empty. I'm talking about true happiness, everybody. Really being tapped on, tuned into your mission, what you're really born here to do. Most people on this planet, Judy, don't even know what they're born here to do. Okay, some people have an inkling, but sometimes we're out here and we think it was maybe a while back, it was kind of exciting and you're doing something. But with these frequencies that are coming to our planet right now, everybody, they're so fast that a lot of people are making changes just in what you've been doing. I mean, Judy, I started out doing intuitive readings years ago, and then of course my sounds came through me. But I'm writing books now. Do you see what I'm saying? How I accelerate myself? I didn't know I was an author. You know what I mean? I'm following. I am on the wave just like everybody else is. Okay, I'm growing just and shifting and changing just like everybody else. But whatever I do follow inside my being, which writing books is exciting for me right now. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to keep following it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my passion. Do you see what I'm saying? We got to get that passion back in our lives. A lot of people don't even know what that feels like. Okay, so it's a lot more involved in that. Mm-hmm.
Then also there's a module for upgrading all your belief systems.
Yeah. Yeah,
and upgrading all of your body systems too.
Yeah, and this is something that's going to grow with everybody, Judy. So I want people to know I don't think more is better with me, because like a lot of people buy my programs and they think they need to listen to all of them in one day. I highly say no. Don't do that, because it confuses your energy system. I always tell people pick a module and stay on it for a while. You'll just kind of intuitively know if you need to stay on it a week or more. Okay. And move around. You don't need to be in any order or chronological order. But I do highly recommend, we all have an intuitive instinct that us to say, hey, I just need a little bit more of this. I don't know why, but I've had people stay on my modules for 2 weeks or more, okay? Because, this is unearthing, everybody, deep stuff within your being that needs to be released, but it may be continually clearing for a while. And as you keep clearing, you're going to start feeling lighter and lighter, and you'll just kind of feel like, wow, this is doing something good, because I'm starting to feel better. Do you see what I'm saying, Judy?
Right. Mm-hmm.
You'll get more excitement or more passion. Yeah.
Right. More excitement, more passion. I think everyone wants that. So past experiences still holding present day.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Very big one.
Yes. Getting clear with your intuition and guidance.
Mm-hmm.
Clear fear of moving forward. That is a big one for people.
Oh, it's huge. And it's a lot of people are unconscious about this fear of moving forward. Again, I want to really touch upon that. A lot of people are our ego, our part of our being that kind of runs the show most of our lives. I mean, our ego, is our physical part of our being, kind of knows how to make us happy, but really doesn't, okay? I really find our true happiness comes in from our heart and really being soul connected. That's what I'm really good at. I help people connect in with their souls and their higher purpose. And that's what this program helps you kind of connect in with, that deeper part of your being, which is true happiness. And, of course, everything outside that, abundance, money, which, of course, we do need, being in the physical, comes with that. But our minds are usually kind of wired that they need to, our minds kind of think it knows how to make us happy. So this kind of bypasses our physical mind in some ways, which is what we need to do in order for us to really kind of accelerate and really find our true happiness, okay, in this lifetime. And, of course, finding your true happiness does bring abundance, okay, because you're really aligned to what you're really meant to be doing. It's expansive, everybody.
Right.
It feels light. You feel happy. You feel joyful. And most of it is really finding it could be a hobby, whatever it is. Again, my healing work started with me. Now I feel this passion and joy serving others all over the world, but it keeps growing, you know, and a lot of people don't even know what that feels like. Most people are just living a humdrum life and just getting by, you know what I'm saying, surviving, Judy. And we want to get people into more enjoyment of life, okay? So I could have probably named this program Happiness, but I didn't, okay?
Really? Yeah.
I could have named it True Happiness if I really wanted to, you know what I mean?
Right, yes, yeah, exactly. And, you know, that's interesting because what you're saying, that happiness is so important for manifesting. I remember years ago, a man had a program, one of my speakers had this program, and he had, you know, the different areas, you know, health, wealth, all of these different things, and one was happiness. And I told him, I listened to all of them, but I didn't listen to happiness because I'm happy. And he said, Judy, that's the most important one.
Yeah. But,
be
you know,
happy. That really
exactly.
attracts.
Well, happiness is really just within ourselves. And, of course, you know, our minds are kind of set up that happiness is, you know, has to, you know, I'm not saying that we shouldn't have physical things. I mean, it is, it sure makes things enjoyable, but there's a happiness that most people don't know that really resides inside of us, you know. It's contentment, okay? And that's the word I'd like to use, contentment, okay? And, of course, everything that just grows outside of it when you're happy, trust me, the universe starts flooding you with all kinds of good stuff, you know. But we need to reach that sweet spot, I call it, okay, of that contentment inside of us. So that's
and
what
then your bonus is this quantum accelerator, which you had mentioned.
That is what I was mentioning in the beginning of the call. That's really, don't listen to it very loud, everybody, because it's actually an energy module, and it's actually something different that I've ever done. It's an MP3 that will kind of help all these modules kind of keep the energy moving, okay? You know, because you might be coming up with some deep stuff, and it's kind of like set up where it's just kind of, it's sound frequencies. It's not through my voice, okay? So just let you know, I was guided to put this together just to kind of keep your energy moving in your body. You don't need to listen to it just in order to make progress and clear. So this is just for people who feel they want to listen to it. So it's just kind of a bonus. Okay, Judy?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
So I just want people to know it's not important because it can be a little bit annoying or loud to people. It's actually doing something. But you don't need to listen to it. If anything, you listen to it on low. But it's going to keep your energy moving forward. I'm going in between these clearings, okay? If you decide to listen to it, it's not necessary. That's why I made it a bonus, okay? So just I'll be very clear on that, Judy. Yeah, it's not necessary.
So you're taking 78% off for the Jazz Up community, and so it's now an investment of only $111. It's very good.
Yeah, I made it reasonable. But again, I waited to come out with this, Judy, because I knew there was a timing, okay? And I didn't feel it up until now that we were ready for this, okay? I just felt like there was, you know, people weren't quite ready for it. But now they are because, like I said, Judy, more and more of my clients that are coming to me, I'm working on really deep acceleration of people, you know, beyond working on pain and all that stuff that I work on. I'm really, people coming to me asking, hey, it's been really kind of different lately. People are saying, hey, you know, I'm really here to receive whatever I need to receive and activate whatever it needs to happen to get me to my next level. I'm really ready to accelerate. And that's what's really, really put this out. You know what I'm saying, Judy? Because there's more and more people wanting that acceleration right now, more than ever, okay?
Well, everything's accelerating, so.
Well, it is.
Then,
yeah.
That B is everything, all of those MP3s, plus a 25-minute session with Dawn.
And please know that 25-minute session is an eternity. I work quick. Quick but very efficient. So because I'm working beyond time, space, dimensions, and realities with my sound, beyond the quantum, again, not me, but the sound, the frequencies that come through my voice are here to make simultaneously shift people in moments, okay? It can do that. It does it all the time. So, you know, that would be just it would be just too much lag time. Any other, you know, you get more benefit just getting in there and let's do the activations, whatever needs to happen. And, of course, if you have some minor issues, anything working in your life that you'd like to address, we can work on anything in your life, everybody, in 25 minutes. So it's wonderful, and it's very highly discounted. You could put a 1 to that price, Judy, on my package B, and that's what I charge on my website, okay?
Right. So, and
just for a session. Yeah.
Yeah, per session, she said you could add a 1 on that, too, but it's for the Jazz Up community, it's only $197 investment. Now, if there's you out there who would need a two-payment system, just contact us, all right?
Yeah, I try to be very reasonable, and of course, Judy, I bring my best to you, and always give it to your community at the best price of my work. And my work is life-changing, so I don't know how you could put a dollar sign on it, but all I can say is that I do make it reasonable because we do live in physical form, and we just did a abundance activation, so hopefully that'll make it easier for everybody, and not just today's call or just, to really help yourself, accelerate and have the money to do it with ease, so you're not worried about it. You know what I mean? Because it's all about trusting. But I understand we have bills to pay, right? So. Oh yeah,
we're all still living. Yes, we do have the bills. We have.
I get it.
Money, yes, and we do. I mean,
we all have things, exactly. So to make it easier for everybody, that's my intention today. The whole call is about making our life easier. And really helping us rapidly accelerate in these times of change. So again, I'm very excited and very passionate about today's call. So, Judy, I could go through a little bit more into the modules for a moment just to kind of let everybody know what they get. I'll explain it a little bit more.
Oh, okay. All right, if you'd like to do that. Now, Yana from Denver has a question here about the package.
Okay, sure.
Is this a different upgraded version of the program for 2017? She says
this is upgraded, yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Every time that I put out a program, it's always upgraded. So please know that, it's actually I upgraded it totally with completely new vibrations. So if you does she have it already?
She said she had 2017, and she feels she's integrated those activations already.
Well, it's already upgraded. Yeah. Well, then if she has it.
Yeah. She says, do I need to do anything to make sure that my body keeps upgrading with the new energies?
No, it's actually, I upgrade everything I do. So it's automatic. So she could go back and start listening again. So that's actually a great question.
Oh, okay. Okay. So she doesn't need this program because it's...
No. It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade to what I did before.
Okay. Okay.
But it's not called 2017. But if she had it back then, that was actually years ago. But I upgraded everything. I actually constantly upgrade all of my programs, regardless if I save anything or not. If my vibration goes up, then I upgrade everything. Okay.
Okay.
That's just
great.
a bonus of being part of any of my work. It's beyond time, space, reality in our mind. Okay. That's what we're talking about today.
Great. So
great question. Thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that. Yeah.
So you say you wanted to say something more about these?
Well, no, I just was going to explain for people who are curious about a little bit more of what they do per module, if you want me to. Otherwise, it's up to you.
Oh, okay. You can do that. Oh, I thought we were doing that as we went through. So, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so we have a package B, A, and B, so just so we're clear, and then package A will include all these MP3s, everybody, which are very powerful. I'll go through each one. And then you'll have the bonus MP3 I forgot what it's called. It's a module that you can listen to it or not. It's up to you, and it's going to help accelerate these modules. Okay, so it's up to you. You don't need it, but it's a bonus. Okay, and it's actually pretty powerful to sound. So please listen to it on low. Don't listen to it on really high in your ears, because it's actually helping the energy move forward and keep clearing all this heavy energy that you might be having within your energetic or your physical being. Okay, so we're all about keeping the energy moving forward. So I did it in a way that I actually incorporated that as a bonus. Okay, so let's go to module 1, upgrade the brain. So this is really we're upgrading all hemispheres and all your frontal lobe, your cerebellum, all parts of your temporal lobes, your whole pain body, and we're clearing out the pain body. We're clearing out the whole brain. To total body upgrade, okay? So whatever you're ready for, whatever's lingering there. If you've had some health issues, this is really, I can't make any medical claims in anything I do, but I can tell you I've had many testimonials about people listening just to my MP3s and having miraculous things happen to them as far as healings. So, you're welcome to always just go listen to, you could read some of them on Judy's website as well. So that's number 1. So that's anybody, and it's also good for balancing the brain, okay? Because a lot of people tend to have a tendency these days not to feel very balanced, okay? So this is on a physical level going to help you balance your brain as well. And if you had any health issues, this is going to help as well. So there's a lot more happening here than just upgrading you for for total body renewal. This is actually helping you at all levels of your being. So this, since this energy is from Source, Creator, God, whatever you believe, it knows where to go with you. So you just have to allow, just listen to it, and just be amazed by the changes that happen, and embrace all changes because they're all positive. They're all for your highest good. So Module 2, upgrade the DNA of the body. That's really big because right now it's all about change, but we need to upgrade our DNA. So we're going to upgrade all the DNA strands. I list them here. And we're going to do a complete DNA system upgrade. And we're going to also upgrade our ancestral inherited line because we are connected to our family line. We're going to upgrade and help upgrade all our ancestors and all our past life energy up to the present moment, which needs to be updated. So we're not living in old energy on any level of your being. And I can tell you that's huge because I do a lot of past lifetime clearing. So this is going to kind of do this for you in this module. And basically, like I said, it's a powerful module. Each module is very powerful, okay? So Module 3 upgrades your Akashic records. So basically just, we're talking with Judy, just kind of clearing up everything, your thoughts, events, your emotions, your etheric plane, all parts of your being. You don't have to understand it, all past lifetimes up to the present moment, upgrading your records, okay? So this way you're living in the present moment. A lot of people, I even work with people who are kind of new to me, that they're living still in the past. I find that sometimes people's, just their consciousness is not, they're living in some part of the past that was maybe a good time in their life, or, it might even, I've had people live in fight or flight. There's just someone just came to me recently and didn't know why they were living in fight or flight, and actually we kind of had upgrades on a little bit because they were not really treated so well in a past lifetime, and they were still living like they were being, whatever happened to them in this lifetime. We don't need to get into the story. So this is really important, for people who might be having a sensation in them. They have no idea why they're feeling this, extreme feeling or terror within themselves or some kind of fear. And a lot of times it could be just something you picked up from your family lineage, your ancestral line, or just maybe a past life with you. So we're going to clear that, okay? Module 4 is upgrading your belief systems, your past, present, and future timelines, okay? So that means past lifetimes up to the present moment, okay? We need to upgrade them to the present moment because that's how source energy and all these changes are happening. We need to upgrade all parts of our being where we're at right now, because that's where we need to be. Some parts of our being sometimes are fragmented and not living right up to the present moment. So we're going to kind of upgrade all parts of your being and get all parts of your fragmented part of your being back into the present moment. And that's where accelerated change happens, everybody. So it's, again, this is really some deep stuff here that we're working with, but it's really, people are ready for this, and that's why we're talking about this today. We're going to upgrade your body system. So if you have any physical issues, this could really help you. We're going to help upgrade your organs, your circulatory system, your nervous system in Module 5, your immune system, and your skeletal system. So, hey, if you've got some issues going on there, we're going to really kind of get the flow and the harmony between all your different systems of your body flowing, because it's all about getting your life force energy moving through your body so your body can heal itself naturally. So this module is really good in getting all parts of your physical being back into proper alignment and perfect health. Okay, so that's a really good module, even though it's very simply said and stated, but there's actually a lot more happening there. It's going to help your body really heal itself naturally and really be in a very high vibrational state of being in perfect health. So that's a module that you can stay on probably for a while if you have some health issues. Module 6, experiences still holding present in the present day. So a lot of people are carrying traumas from past lives even into the present moment, as I was just explaining. So this is really going to help unearth that and really clear some of that old stuff out that you might not even be aware that you're carrying around with you as heavy baggage. We're going to really help your emotions, your energy, get unstuck in your physical body, okay? Because a lot of people are walking around very stagnated. So this is a really good module for that. And we're going to really help your body release beliefs that are holding in your mental body that might be just mind chatter that are just kind of, I call it just kind of circling or, going over and over and over. A lot of people just kind of run the same, I call it like a track tape that just kind of keeps over and over, keeps playing the same thing, and you just kind of keep living the same reality. This is where we're going to break the reality, what you're ready for, the big change. So that's Module 6 is a very powerful module, okay, everybody? And as they all are. Module 7, getting clear on your intuition. Guidance, and what's your next step for you is to take, because the universe works in the moment. So a lot of people don't even know what their next step is, okay? So this is really going to help you get clear of the distraction and clutter in your mind. It's going to calm your physical body so you can actually feel more. If everyone has their own way of feeling their own intuition and guidance. So this is really going to help you get clear so you're not really cluttered up with stuff that you really, a lot of people can't feel or hear. So we're going to kind of get clear of everything that's not really in the way of you feeling and really knowing what your next step is easily of your own entire, I call it your most your entitled, I can't talk right now, your internal guidance system, okay, everybody, that's what I'm trying to say. So it's going to kind of get you more connected into your internal guidance system, okay? So that's a really good module. That's module 7. It's going to upgrade your internal guidance system as well. Item 8, clear fear of moving forward. So we're going to clear any fears of traumas. Maybe it's happened to you in past lifetimes, in this lifetime as well, in the present moment. We're going to clear any fear of traumas. Again, depending on your life story. I grew up with a lot of fear and trauma in my life this lifetime. This was a big module and something I needed to work on for myself because I was living in fear all the time as growing up. That's my whole life was like that. So it was a little bit more work I had to do on this issue. But everybody else has their own story. We're going to clear limiting beliefs that are in the way of you moving forward. So, whatever it's kind of stopping you or you're procrastinating from moving really forward into your next level of evolution. This is going to really help you move forward or next part of your life, whatever that may be. Or maybe it's just something you want to get done and you just have it like on the back burner and you just somehow can't get it done. This is really going to help clear that so you can start moving forward with grace and ease. Okay, and we're going to upgrade your physical body to remember the truth of who you are and what you're really here to do. So maybe some people don't even know what they're here to do. That's really going to bring them such joy and just a gift. Maybe it's a gift or whatever it may be. So this is the last module, Module 8, is really a really powerful module just to help you start moving forward and really clearing and really remembering the truth of who you are. So with all that said, that's a lot of modules. There's 8 of them, and then you get the bonus one, which is, I forgot the name of that, Judy, but it's actually helping your energy move forward. You can listen to that at your leisure if you choose. And then, of course, I was just mentioning to you, everybody, that you in Package B, because a lot of people really feel they have some deep stuff, and they just feel like they need a little extra boost to get things moving in your life, whatever it may be. You just kind of know, I need a little extra. Not to say that the modules and Module A won't work. They do work perfectly fine not having a session with me, but I totally agree that if you have something deeper or something going on that's really been lingering in you, maybe it's depression for years or whatever it is, or maybe it's a really deep trauma that has happened to you in this lifetime, I would like to go do a session with you, which is a highly discounted 25-minute session, everybody, where we could go in and really deep dive into this area of your life and really get you into a state where when you get off the phone with me, you're like, wow, a big shift happened. And that's the shifts I get with people all the time in a very short period of time. Of working 25 minutes is an eternity with me. And if you're really ready for it and you're just saying, hey, I just think I need the extra boost, I have this been going on for years, or I just really feel that she can accelerate me in the session, you kind of know if I'm the right person, then go with the Package B, and it's just a little bit more in price. And I would love to get you back, get your next level, whatever that may be for you in your true happiness, get you more abundant, whatever it may be in your life, get you healthier in your body, because I'm good at that. I do that in a very short period of time. So with all that said, Judy, I wanted to explain a little bit more because this is such a new package, and I want people to understand that this can help everybody in any aspect of your life, whatever's going on, okay?
Right, and that's the free bonus is the Quantum Accelerator.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But I just want people to know it's a bonus, okay? So it's up to them if they, it's powerful, but it's up to them if they want to use it. It's not necessary.
Okay, great. I'm sure they would want to. So, look it over and then look at some of her
Sorry about my dog barking. Go ahead, Judy. Sorry, my dog he's a little verbal today, so I shut the door. We're good.
Oh, that's no problem. Back felt better than ever. The pain on my hips and knees were gone. After 10 days, the pain in my knees were gone. My energy was restored. Read over all of these testimonials, and then do look at Jack Canfield's video too with Dawn.
Oh yeah. Where do you have that? Where do you have that posted, Judy?
That is on the special offer page at the top.
Oh, good. Yeah, great. Yeah, great. It's actually powerful because Jack Canfield is a person that would not endorse anybody unless he really felt that you were the real. He's really receiving the real deal.
Can't do
that. Even says on there, yeah.
Yeah, he's got a big name, and he can't go around endorsing people without really believing in them. That's his credibility. So, so great. Thank you, Dawn, for this wonderful package. So look it over, everybody, and check it out for yourselves. So now let's go to California. Holding a long time, our dear one. Last four digits, 3467. Hello, what is your name, please?
Hi, this is Barbara. Thank you so much.
Hi, Barbara. And what is your question for Dawn?
I was wondering if you could help me get rid of either my back pain or my shoulder pain I've had
Well,
for years.
yeah, today's call is about acceleration, Judy, so I don't know how you want to handle that. So I'm not doing pain today. But I can bring in your life force energy if it helps. But, yeah, today we're working on
Yes, or my fatigue that makes it hard for me to really accelerate my life.
Right. So what we're going to do today is what I'm going to do today is what I'm guided to do, which is bring in your life force energy and allow this energy to help you, because right now you have some deep stuff, and I would like to, have we worked together before?
Yes, we had a session before you.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay, great. So we'll just see what, maybe you have another layer coming up. So you're on the perfect call today, because this is all about getting ourselves to move forward. So you might have some deep stuff that's going on there, and it's just going to kind of keep unearthing things in yourself that might, again, be uncomfortable for the moment. But the main thing is to allow it. So this is all about getting things to move through you quicker, and that's what we're talking about in today's program, Total Body Upgrade, okay? It's getting things to move quicker, so this way we don't get stuck in the physical symptoms. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm just going to bring in your light to your feet, and then that'll be my gift to you today. And then I would say, in trust, just allow the energy to keep working on you, whatever your highest good is, okay?
Yes, okay, thank you.
Okay, just receive. Okay, just receive. And anybody else on the call who would like their light in their feet, since we're working as a group process, group collective, you're welcome to tune in as well. Okay, take a deep breath. There's a lot of energy coming through you, and I want to see if you're aware of that. As this energy from Source knows where to go with you, I would say, can you feel that?
Yes.
Yeah, you need to allow that, because right now it's about trusting. Right now with the frequencies that are coming through at today's call, which are a whole different frequency that I ever offered before, which is a whole different thing I'm offering today. But I want to see, do you feel that there's a sense of something shifting within you? Because that's what's mainly meant to happen. And I feel that you got some deeper stuff going on, which I would love to address in 2 minutes, but it's, I can't do that all in 2 minutes.
I already have a session scheduled with you too.
Okay, well, we'll work on it deeper. And then, of course, today's session is all about Total Body Upgrade. Yeah, we do each call with different themes. But I want you to see if you could feel a difference, because I just gave you a gift. So I want you to be aware of that.
Yes, I am aware. It's
there's a gift that's happening here beyond what your mind thinks it needs. It's all about surrendering into the light, everybody, and really trusting in the Creator to start bringing in frequencies that our mind thinks, I just need this and that, and that's fine. We listen to our mind, but it's really deeper than that, okay? So this call is really getting people to really trust in, just like we were talking about animals earlier, really trust into that power in life that's really breathing you and beating your heart every day and taking care of everything in your life and really just allowing that energy to really run the show for you. So please we appreciate any feedback on this, because I just gave you an activation, which was a gift for myself and also the divine source, Creator, or God. And I would say just allow the energy to keep working on you all day and let us know how you feel.
Thank you so much.
Much love. And I'm going to say have a blessed day. And thank you so much for calling in. I'm really grateful.
Oh, I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, though. I appreciate it, too. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
Okay, and Janet from New York is asking, are the private sessions with you recorded?
Good question. Absolutely no. I don't do that. And I want to mention why, because some people do, some people don't. I'm all about self-empowerment, and I'm always here for people's highest good. I record my recordings on my programs. That's a whole different frequency. But working in the physical, because we're making shifts and changes. It's a very good question, Judy. And we're making shifts and changes in every moment. By listening to the recordings, this is guided by my higher self, would actually bring people's energy back to the original energy that we started on the call, and back to the old story that you had before. So until I'm guided, Judy, I will not be doing that, because I have to serve the soul's highest good of the person. Okay.
Right. No, that makes total.
It's a very good question, but absolutely I don't.
Right.
There's a reason for it.
Yes,
Because
yes,
I want to mention, people think that they need to keep listening to the personal sessions because really I'm really boosting things and getting things clear. It's almost like you're going back into the old story again, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that would be the modules that you're going to get in the program. Those are fine to listen to because they're universally set up for everybody. But with the personal sessions, you're listening to your old story, going back to it, and that would actually not be serving you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, that's the reason is for why I don't do it. So it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that's what I'm guided to do. And if it's not serving your highest good, because I do work with integrity, I won't do it. Okay?
Okay, that's perfect. Okay, well, we'll go one more, two. Let's go to California. It's last four digits, 3610. Hello, and what is your name?
Hi, my name's Carol.
Hi, Carol.
Hi, Carol.
What is it for Dawn?
I want to say thank you very, very much to both of you, and thanks for taking my call, and I'm going to trust that whatever's being said with me is also helping everyone else.
Oh,
and so I wanted to give feedback that on that first activation, wow, I've had something really stuck in my leg. It's just really stuck for a couple of years. And I could feel, even when you were working on different parts, my leg was just something big going on. So thank you for that. So I wanted to give that feedback, and I'm
thank you.
really wanting to order the package and get a private session. So I'm wondering how soon could you do a session?
I just want everybody to know, because I do offer my sessions really reasonable. I hope you're okay with I'm almost 4 weeks out, and that's usually with every telesummit, okay? Just to let you know. So I hope that works. But that's normal for a lot of healers. A lot of healers are booked out that length of time, but I'm not beyond that. So maybe 3 weeks.
Okay, I'm just...
Okay, but the reason for it is because I'm so reasonable on my prices that I offer for my sessions, especially on the telesummits here, that I do get a lot of people who book sessions, because it's all, this is what I'm guided to do. So patience is worth for you to have a session with me, okay? But of course, like I said, you can always put on, when you do put your, your name in and you buy the package, you'll get like a little scheduler. You could write down in the memo part, if I get something open sooner, I could put you on a wait list, okay?
Okay. Because I had a bad experience.
I do have people who have to change their appointment, okay?
Yeah, I had a bad experience with someone else on a different program, not through Judy, where I ordered the thing, and then before the thing came, they changed it and didn't do the session. So,
wow.
I want to.
Yeah, not with me. Everything's integrity with Judy, and I honor everybody. Okay?
One of my sisters?
It wasn't on it wasn't on Judy's show. It was on a different one.
Okay, good, because I like to keep track of what my speakers are doing. So
no, definitely.
No,
I definitely work with integrity. Yeah.
I work at. I'm just looking over you.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, just for everybody, just for everyone's benefit, I want to say that I've ordered many packages with Judy, and they've all been really wonderful. So, yeah. So I do want to validate that. But I wonder if you could help me with something today that in my digestive, there's something really, really stuck. Mm-hmm. And it just,
you have some, I can tell you right now what it is. You have some old trauma that wants to be released. You had some trauma earlier on in this lifetime?
Big time.
Yeah, I know. I see that. So we're going to just bring in some life force energy to you today. I'm just letting you know I would like to work. I hope you do get package B, and I'm not just saying that. I mean, really, because I can see that there's a lot of trauma there. I can help you unearth that in one session.
Right on. All right.
I mean, that's part of the journey here. And you can listen to the modules before you start working with me, so you might get a big release from that as well. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, that's just one of those things that's stuck. So thank you, everybody.
Well, let's go ahead. Let's do a little light. You want to do a little light more to your feet right now? I could give you that, like I did with the last caller.
Sure. I'd love it.
Let's go ahead. Well, this will prepare you for our session. Okay, so just feel the light go to your leg. How's that feel?
Really good.
Yeah. So
Really.
these energies are going to know where to go, because this call is a little bit different than I normally do. Usually I'm out boosting out energy on people, because this is about going deeper today. A lot of this energy that we're working with today could actually start moving out on its own. So I'm working at a whole different frequency that most people don't realize. It's powerful. So, but these energy right now that they're coming through is actually going to help you, even if you don't work with me. But I'm just letting you know that it would accelerate, because you do have a lot of trauma that's trapped in your lower chakras. And again, this is why I came out and brought this program out today. And like I said, it's been kind of like archived, but it's brought out today is because it's time for change. Everybody wants change. They want to start feeling better in their bodies, whatever it is, right? And it's time to get past this old way of being, this old story that we've been living in, because we're adults now like you. Yours is from early on, and I can see that. It's time to kind of move forward from that, right?
I'm
You're
absolutely
ready for it.
ready. And one more question about your session. So would you do that over the phone?
Oh, yes. All my sessions are done by phone. Unless you're living in another country, then I'd like to do Skype, okay? And it'll say right on your scheduler how to, if you have Skype, then you can list your Skype name if you're out, but it sounds like you're in the United States, so just list your phone number, okay?
Yeah. Okay, great.
Yes, well, great. I'm glad that I could share some really good energy with you. You've already felt the shifts happen. And I want to mention, because we're working with energy that's from Creator, God, Source, whatever you believe, it knows where to go with you. It knows how to work with you, and it keeps continually working on you. So these activations you receive today, even just right now, it'll just work on you all day. So just please drink some extra water, okay, in case your body needs to detoxify a little bit, okay?
Thank you very much, and thank you, Judy, for calling
Much
on
love.
me.
Yeah, much love to you. Thank you so much.
Carol, thank you for your contribution. Right, I want to go here. One person, and I'm not sure if this is something, it's a question from Melissa. Oh my gosh, my low back and legs are so weak and painful. I can barely walk. Just left PT. Can you help, please, Dawn? Now,
yeah, I'm going to bring some. Melissa, where's she from?
She doesn't put a name. Yeah, she doesn't put. She puts a name, but no.
Is she on the webcast? I could bring. I know who she is. My soul does. All right, let's see if she can get back with you and see if she feels this. Okay, can you type back to her and tell her if she can give us some feedback in a moment?
She would be listening, so she can hear it.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's do that. This is for Melissa and anybody else.
Because she left physical therapy, and there may be something that you can pinpoint that the physical therapy will not be pinpointing.
Well, a lot of times there's some traumas and deep stuff.
Yeah.
That's why we're talking about the total body upgrade. So, let's just give her a little good energy right now, and for anybody else who wants to feel this, and see if she feels it, okay? And it's just we're doing this is like a mini healing, so it's only like a minute or two. If she does work with me, I'd like to address those deeper issues, okay? If she feels I'm the right person, okay? So let's do that right now with some sound to receive this. For Melissa. Okay, so Melissa, take a deep breath, and let us know if you can feel something with that, okay? Because we just brought in your personal power to your feet. That's huge. And regardless of the story, what it is, we just brought it in for you so you could feel it. So any feedback would be appreciated. So thank you for writing in and letting us know that. And I'm grateful I could actually share some good energy with her.
Yes, Melissa, thank you. Okay, and Jana from Denver wrote in, and she said, Dawn's work is phenomenal. Upgrading my body has totally transformed my experience. It was one of the best things I've ever done for myself. Thank you, Dawn. Bless you. We love you. Well, Jana, thank you so much for that wonderful message about Dawn's work. I'm so glad it's...
Well, Judy, it's a time of change, but again, as I was mentioning, people want change right now. It's amazing how many people are coming to me wanting to get and really, I mean, a lot of people are coming to me not even having an agenda. They're like, what do I need? You know, before it was, you know, of course I honor whatever you're wanting to do in the session, but it's kind of nice when people, you know, sometimes they just come to me like, I just really have a lot of things, but I just want to know what really my highest good is, and I'm ready for a change. Do you see what I'm saying? And of course, if you do want to work on anything, I'm happy to do that. But that's where more and more people are coming to me asking those questions, and why I'm bringing this out today as far as the program. Okay.
Yeah, that's great. So
yeah.
Appreciate it. So Dawn, I know you're a very busy woman. Do you have any closing words for our wonderful guest today?
I just want to, well, of course, I just want to say thank you, Judy, and everybody being here, because I know, you know, life's busy. We're all busy. We've got jobs, and you know, I understand all that. So I just want to say, everybody, you know, just, you know, I'm just here to share my gift. I'm very humble about what I do. I'm certainly not my ego. You know, feel it in your heart if this really resonates with you today. I could, you know, work with you on anything, but I really would help people, really want to help people really accelerate, but actually feel good on the journey, and really start, you know, getting excited about life, because most people are just living a life, and it includes myself for many years before I really found my true purpose, is that we're just kind of living the life, kind of just going, you know, whatever the humdrum life, and it's just kind of going through the motions of it. And it's like, you know, we don't have a lot of years on this planet. You know, we really don't. And, you know, we get through life, and then we get to the, you know, whatever age we're here, you know, and we look at our life and say, wow, I really wish I could enjoy this life more. You know what I mean? Instead of being in this trauma or this feeling that I've been feeling my whole life, just trying to get by. And I just would like to get people into that energy of really into this flow, and this energy of you really being in your true power and really getting excited about life before you get to an old age. Do you know what I'm saying, Judy?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Yeah, you know, yeah, and we can always start enjoying life. I'm not going to say, I'm not living in la-la land here, so Judy, I want everybody to know we're still going to have issues and problems, but we could still, I mean, there's people I work with that are actually, you know, have major health issues, and they are just really aligned to their soul and their true purpose, even though they can't even, like, speak, or they have a health issue, and they're getting better, of course, and they're old, maybe they're just, you know, whatever their case is, this is where they're at. But they just have this joy coming through them, because they're in their alignment, what they're supposed to be doing. And it's amazing how I had this old person that was like 90-something years old, and just went through a whole life of, like, just health issues, and had the daughter had I had a session with this person, and this person was just ready to just leave. And now after the session, it was amazing. This person just totally shifted their whole energy and their life, and she, you know, showed a picture, and this person came back to life. And of course, you know, they still had this issue of getting better, because they've been like that their whole life. They're 90-something years old, but it really brought life to them, and a whole change of just wanting to be here. And they had a smile on this person's face, Judy. It was just a really miraculous shift, and that was just having a small session with me. And you know, again, I don't want anybody to get to that part. Okay, that's why I'm saying to do the work now, so we can live our life and start enjoying it now. Okay, so we don't get. But I'm just trying to say that, you know, we align that person into their true happiness, and really what they're here to do. So I like to do it now with everybody where we're at, and just kind of, you know, start enjoying the journey for the rest of our life, so we can look back someday and say, wow, I'm really glad that maybe I did this work, or, you know, with me or somebody else, whoever you choose to, but my work is very powerful, I can tell you. And I'm glad that I just made that investment in myself, because my life has changed, and I'm feeling like, you know, maybe I would have got to where I'm at now, but it maybe took me a little bit longer if I didn't have this little acceleration. So that's what I'm here to do, everybody, just make life easier, and you know, make it easier for all of us, and enjoy the journey, because we're all here. As one trying to, you know, be aligned with ourselves. So thank you, Judy. That's what I wanted to share with everybody. Thank you for being here, and I'm grateful for everything. Thank you.
Okay, and I have to say, you're doing your work, Dawn, because Melissa wrote in again. Thank you, Melissa. And she says, Dawn, I feel so much better.
Wow.
I stood up and I could walk. My right leg feels tight still, and yet this was amazing. Thank you.
Well, it still continues. So just, Melissa, if you're listening, the energy still continues. That's what I want to mention. The energy I work with, everybody, is beyond anything. So I let people know it is living in more of trust, but just to know that there's a higher power in all of us that knows what you need in every moment, okay? So we just allow and let the energy keep working on you, and it's amazing how just the transformation just keeps happening. So you've got a taste of that energy, and I'm glad that you really felt it that quickly. And that's really the energy we're working with.
And again, she said, your message isn't, this is Melissa again, your message is empowering. Yes, I want to be in alignment with my mission of joy and want to be pain-free and really live no more survival from this pain.
There you go.
So great.
Exactly.
Go, Melissa. Fantastic. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. I know that
Beautiful.
makes Dawn feel so good, and me, it makes me feel so good. Yay.
Absolutely. Well, this is very
yes,
Judy. Yes, I love it.
So thank you so very, very much, Dawn, for coming on the show again today. Really appreciate, always love having you here, sharing your gifts with us. It's been a very special show, very powerful show, and thank you so very much for that. And everyone, all you beautiful beings out there, thank you for joining us, and open up your hearts and just let your love shine through. We love you so very much.
Aloha.
Yes, aloha.
Aloha.